Hey, my name's Chrissy. Welcome to another episode of Galaxy Gardens. Today, if you might remember this from a couple videos ago, we have some Baltic Rose potatoes to get out of the ground. They're finally ready to go. I gotta breach this wall of weeds first. We have ornamental bittersweet coming over from another property, and then whatever else is going on back here. So let's dive in, let's get these potatoes out, and then we gotta move on to some other stuff. So we got a little bit of a surprise for you. Girls are taking a dust bath. Mohawk, what you doing, girl? Oh, Bertha, leave Marshmallow alone. Sometimes they'll take a Bertha. Love a good harvest video. So if you remember, squirrels stole a lot of my corn. And then we had potatoes in here, and it's honestly not too bad. Good thing about potatoes is they really stop weeds from going in them. What I don't understand is I used the exact same straw back here as I did with our potatoes in the front, and the front just got completely overrun with oat. For the life of me, I don't know why. But this is just surrounded by weeds, and I hate this. This is like the actual worst. If you put ornamental bittersweet in your yard, you're trash. Sorry, not sorry. But it's time to get these out. Baltic Rose are our favorite kinds of potatoes. So this whole back area, you can see these ones are still a little bit green, even over there. Those are the ones we bought. And then this section are what we saved last year. So let me go ahead and start digging in here. We'll get them out. You've seen a potato harvest video before if you've seen our other videos. But basically all we're gonna do is remove some of the straw, if I can get it into focus. Just getting the straw out of here. And then getting our potatoes. And this one's a little baby. Let's get the rest of them. Oh, these weeds, man. Not a fan. At least they come out pretty fast. If you know what this is, please share in the comments, because I don't. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Let me get in there. Whew. We're about halfway in, and it's about as much potatoes as we have so far. It's a little rough out here. It's gotten a little bit more hazy. I'll show you that later on. But we've had wildfire smoke drifting down into Massachusetts for the past it's like more noticeably like the last 2 or 3 days. And it makes it tough to work outside. Should probably have a mask, but I'm sure it's a lot worse up north. But let me go ahead, I'll spin this around and show you what we're working with. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. There are half of the potatoes. Like I said, it's been a tough year. We're actually already have over 20 pounds from the other area. That's half. So far, been finding giant earthworms. Should be good for fishing. So I'll come back and get them. So we have the other half to go. Gonna take a quick break. We'll go get these. Bring them in. I think I gotta go find another bucket. I'm gonna bring this up here. Whoop. I don't know how well you can see back there. It's so freaking hazy. And it's honestly not. It's like a little hot today, a little more humid than yesterday. But yesterday was really, really tough. So, look how big this thing is. freaking huge. Ooh. Oh. Yep, that's going to the chickens. Quick chicken break. Come on, babes. Here. Here. Hey. Watch out. Enjoy. Man. All right, we're almost there. So this is all the potatoes from the Baltic Roses that we bought. Now, just gotta grab the ones that we saved over winter and see what that looks like. I'll show you that in just a moment. Look at that, all done. So, over here, this group are the Baltic Roses from the potatoes we saved. And these are from the ones we bought. So, similar in sizes, I would say. It's got a lot in there. Lots of small ones. Good boilers. Got some we can make some potato wedges with. Get this out of here. Not so bad. There you go, that's the last of the potatoes for the year. So if we dumped everything that we got from the front of the house on top of that, it would fill up the wheelbarrow. So we're gonna have that. I'm gonna put it in a bucket. I'm gonna bring it in. We'll process it another day. It's cool to just sit in my kitchen for a little while. I wanna talk about troubleshooting a little bit. So you could see they're not the best sizes, even though they're ready to pick. I decided to just bring them all out instead of waiting for every single plant to die back, because I just wanted to be done with it. But if you have very good nutritious soil, you're putting sulfur down, if you're actually watering it on a regular schedule and not just leaving it to fend for itself, you're gonna get bigger potatoes. I guarantee it. This is pretty good considering how much they were neglected. I'm pretty happy with it. I like small potatoes anyways. That's why we don't grow like big russets. So it's a good potato day. I always love picking potatoes. It's my favorite thing to do. I wish Greg was here. He's actually out playing a festival right now, but he'll be back and then we'll get some other stuff going. We got our bucket here, filled up the potatoes. We're about 2/3 full. So with the other one being about 3 to 4/5 full. Say we got a bucket and a quarter, I'd say, between everything. And forget how much, I think these are 5-gallon buckets. So we started with about, I think between 20, 25 pounds, definitely have more now. I did not get a big scale this year, I really wanted to. Probably for the best since our garden is struggling just a little bit because of the weather. But it's a good amount of potatoes for the winter. And we still have more potatoes in the freezer from last year, so we gotta get eating. I'm gonna bring these potatoes in, and I don't think there's much more of today's weather that I can handle. So instead of pruning the trees, I think what I'm gonna do is bring the garlic in that's been curing in the garage and getting that ready for storage. And then we have other garlic we're gonna have to deal with another day to make some powder with that's left over from last year. And that's what we're gonna be doing for the rest of today. It's a lot. I mean, whew, we did a lot today. We did a lot today. You can't see everything that I did because you just saw potatoes, but I've been out here for probably like 4 or 5 hours. So we're gonna get the garlic, get something to eat, call it a day. One last thing before I go in, I need you to see what this looks like now that it's all weeded. It's much more open. I'm gonna leave the straw because the worms like it. So now I can just move the straw anytime I want to grab some worms for fishing. Ideally, and this will be a project for next year, we're gonna fence this in, just make it another garden area. I don't know if we'll put some more beds in here or not, but we have 2 pink lemonade blueberries. I should get some blueberries from next year. And of course our Fuyu persimmon, which overwintered. That's covered in vines. Yeah. Looks much better. There, sad. I think that's Floriana flint corn. Whew. Gotta get some water in out here. Well, we're in the garage, which we desperately need to clean. You can see all of our garlic. It's ready to come in. So I'm gonna grab our seed garlic, put that in our basement, and I'll come back for the rest. This stuff looks great. So really when I'm curing it, I'm just drying out the roots. These are plenty dry. They were already pretty dry. I just need them out of the way for a while. So these are the yellow ones, which might be a giant garlic, I don't remember. But as far as storage goes, the best place for me to put these is in our stairwell to the basement because it's cool and dark. And then all I'm gonna do is just cut off the roots so they don't soak up extra humidity. And these are good till October. I'm gonna go grab the rest of these. This is an outside project because these roots are gonna go everywhere. So I have everything and we're just gonna snip off up here. Got the kitchen scissors. Well, that's pretty much it. So let's get through these. We're gonna put them away and then we're gonna grab everything else for storage. Just like I did before, just gonna go through one by one, cut the roots off. With soft neck garlic, people say it stores better, but this stuff stores for me for a year. Doesn't go bad, doesn't sprout. It might sprout a little bit, but overall, it's really good for storage. So these are gonna be perfect to plant in the fall. I'm gonna finish up the rest of them. Now these are all done, ready to go inside. This took me like less than 5 minutes. And they look great. There you go, that's all I do. They're fine, get airflow, and now let's turn off the light. Then you're gonna get to be in the dark. So let's close it up. There's so many spider webs in there. Well done. As far as the rest of the garlic goes, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just cutting off the roots, and then I'm gonna leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches of stem above the bulb and put it in a basket. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy. Garlic is like the lowest risk, highest reward crop you can do. And I would love if everyone grew their own garlic. If you live somewhere warm, grow soft neck. If you live somewhere that gets snow, grow hard neck. It's that easy. I saved enough to grow 50 of each again. This is what's left over from last year, which is partly on us. We've been not cooking as much as we usually do. So this is all gonna get processed, but still like, oh, that one's not good, but it's still relatively firm. It's good, it's on its way out. That's why we need to process it. So I'm gonna take this out. New garlic's going right in here. It's gonna be a garlic party. This is all we got left. Just these stems. These are going in compost. The chickens? Right. Done and done. You can see, I mentioned earlier, there's some potatoes in here. There's also some buckwheat. You see those pink flowers? That's buckwheat. So I have no idea what these potatoes are. If we were gonna pick them, they still have a ways to go, but they usually aren't very big. So I'm gonna go take a break, drink our water, and chickens have been out all day. They've been loving it. This is the new garlic. I kind of hate that it's dirty, but like I said several times, we're just doing easy gardening this year. You can see for comparison, our garlic left over from last year is like so clean. So clean, such good condition. But, sorry, you need new garlic. I actually might buy new garlic to plant. I haven't decided yet. But, you know, we got plenty to eat. I actually have a ton of black garlic in the freezer from what I made earlier, so I'm not gonna make any fresh black garlic right now. That stuff's probably gonna last us a while. I just use it for special occasions, but this is ready to go. Done and done. Well, I have had quite the day. You can see here we actually moved around one of the rooms in our house. We're gonna fix this one up too, so we'll actually have all of our communal rooms looking nice. I'm very excited for that. But it feels good to bring in the potatoes. It feels good to put the garlic away. We gotta do things piecemeal in our house because there's only so much you can get done during the business week, and then on the weekends we're trying to cram as much stuff in while the weather's still nice. I don't know what we're gonna do in the winter. We're gonna have to get some new hobbies, start like getting snow machines or something. I don't know. Not this year, maybe not this year, but yeah, one thing at a time. You know, if you're gardening and you're finding like everything's coming in at the same time and it's super overwhelming, just know you're not alone. We're all doing it. I now, at some point this week, I need to process all of the potatoes. I need to find out if any of them are big enough to try to save for next year. I think some of them, especially the Baltic Rose, might be. The Adirondack Red is always like on the smaller side. Even like the seed potatoes we got in this year weren't that big. The Russian banana fingerlings, also not that big, although what we got, it's my cat, what we got was a little bit on the smaller side. So we'll see. We just get through one harvest day at a time. If you have extra hands, the work goes faster. I'm just here on my own today. But I like doing this kind of work. I'm not gonna get to the tree pruning today. Like I said in my last video, it's probably not gonna make it onto YouTube until like after the fact when they're all set. Just because I just need to get in there and get it done. But I am happy because the potatoes are weeded out in the old chicken run area, and they're inside, and we have a little bit less of a mess in the garage. We gotta take care of that at some point. But it's harvest season, man. We got a month left of summer. I didn't even acknowledge it, but now it's been our 3-year channel anniversary, which is awesome. You saw I mixed all the garlic together. So last year, what we did to celebrate was a taste test of every garlic that we have. If you check it out, put the link in the description. That was actually really fun, and I highly recommend it if you grow your own garlic to like taste test them side by side. Once I bring them in, they're all pretty much the same to me. They all taste a little different. I can kind of tell them apart by sight. Not every time, but yeah, so more things on the way. I gotta go do some very deep watering. I watered the other day. I don't think it took too much, so we're gonna do it again. Gonna bring the chickens in because they've been hanging out all day, give them a little treat. And then let me see if I can catch this cat. Come here. Come here. Nailed it. And I got Boo here, who's going to say hello. Hi. You want a snack? Yeah. So that's all I got for you today. Just a girl and a cat, right? Go ahead. I hope y'all have a good rest of your week. Happy gardening. If you are looking for stuff to plant for the rest of the year, highly recommend, if you're in a similar zone to me, I'm in zone 6 something. I think it changed. I think it's like 6A now in Western Massachusetts. Radishes, carrots, lettuce, mustard. Any other like kind of short season crops like that, get them in the ground. All right, we'll see you next time.